Hey, what's going on? Gonna do a different style video today. Gonna do like a commentary over a dungeon I literally just ran. There's some mistakes in there. I'll point them out, but also a general idea of what to do in halls. So just as the video plays, I'll just go over what I'm doing. So for these packs, obviously I'm just gathering them together, pulling them up. Now what you can do is you can pull even the ones in the back over there with the dragon all at once and then pop lust. That's if you're kind of confident in your group. I was really confident. Wanted to test out, see how these guys were. Didn't make sure kicks are good, make sure their damage was all right. You see here the Druid was popping off in there. Um, so towards the end, I see them getting low, and then you'll notice that once I clear, I'll go run over there and I'll pull the other mobs. Trying to use re-impedes to get them out of the Sanguine. Oh, you can't. You always come whenever I'm playing. No other time. You want to notice something too. If I go back over there, you'll see that the breath from the dragon comes out literally as soon as you get thundering. So you got to be very careful when it comes to clearing with that, because the breath is, you don't want to put the breath on everyone, and just do big damage to your DPS for no reason. So it's a little tricky. Trying to clear, so you want to kind of like hold it off or last minute or try to get it instantly before the breath comes out. Now this boss is pretty simple. You just kill him. Range will bait the little spinning swords away, so you don't get smacked in the. That was a bad bait, but it's all right. We live. But you kind of want to bait that little spinning sword towards the back, so you can just not get hit by a melee. You kind of watch where these dragons are coming from the sides, dodge the tornadoes, and you just go back where the first one is, and you stand there and just AFK. Nothing too crazy. Dodges little tornadoes. Oh, pretty sure you guys don't want to see the whole fight, so we'll just skip ahead a little bit. Nope, let's go back a little bit. Oh. All right, so here I had kind of had to make a risky move because the guy was padding really fast. So I tried to ring a piece, get him up the stairs. There was a roar that went out. Now here you can pull them also up the stairs to the next pack. That's if you know they're really good with kicks and everything, because these guys are gonna do a heal, Holy Radiance. Uh, so if you feel comfortable with your group and you know they're good with kicks, you can go ahead and pull them up there. You just have to get Holy Radiance and you got to get the heal out. And then also, since it's explosive, you got to be careful too pulling big, because the bombs will come off and they'll cause a wipe if too many of them pop off. So you see, I use this just to block some physical damage, just to be safe, because I didn't want to take a bunch of damage and die. So I always use this before I take a lot of physical damage. Then you use defuse when you take a lot of magic damage, and then always pop in expel harm when I can, and to get some extra healing in. Now here I tried to do a sick play, but I kind of just like ruined it in a little bit. So I wanted to use that, put it behind the wall, so I can quickly pull, and then transference, and then get behind LOS and just bring them all over there. But I kind of fucked up, but whatever. And then I pull these guys back, wait for this guy to path over there, so I can pull the other group. Now, if you don't feel comfortable pulling all of them, or your kicks are not that good, you can just do them one at a time. I decided to pull them back because these guys have shown that they're pretty good, pretty decent. They can handle their kicks. This also was my first time using this trinket from the first boss of the raid. It's pretty good, not too bad. I like the damage is decent. The shield is fat. I love the shield. So here, I should have popped this way sooner, but I kind of held it out. Probably gave my healer a little bit of a heart attack, but it's okay. And that holy radiance went off, and I had a kick, and I just ignored it for ignored it because I was too busy worrying about Sanguine and moving him. There, I could have just held off on the shield and just went straight to healing. Um, but instead, I popped the shield really fast because it was up and it was the first thing I saw, and then I healed on top of that so I can have the heal and the shield. These guys were so good with their breast ornament. And then you'll see here in a little bit. I'm gonna pull the Pather, the big guy, because I just think it's easier to pull him and take care of it, so no one accidentally pulls when you're fighting a mob by the tables or whatever. It just gives you a little bit more breather room and less stress. And then for the fucks of it, I pulled the guys in the middle because I don't know. I was just bored and I wanted to pull them, and I didn't feel like going over left yet. And my cat comes up all the time and like rubs its face all over my face when I'm trying to play, trying to cuddle with me at the worst time. It's cute, but it's annoying. And here I could have tried to group him better towards the range dude, but one, I didn't want to put him to the Sanguine, and two, I was hoping for the DK to pull like he did. And for some reason, I actually pressed B instead of V for the interrupt. So my bag popped up. And here, I like going left. I don't know why. I just never went right before, so I just always go left. Now here, you have to be careful with these guys because they do a cleave, and your melee guys will get wrecked. And you'll see here, um, soon one of them are gonna get wrecked because I kind of face them towards the melee, and they got fucked. They got royally fucked. You see the druid kind of has stacks because I'm trying to pull them up here, and then they all turn. They pop their breach armor, mortal hue, and just destroy them, and then they just die. So yeah, you gotta be careful of how you position them. You also want to make sure that you don't get a bunch of stacks on there. Where's the death at? No, it's soon. Is it now or is it the next pull? I don't know. I know one of them die here soon. Probably right here. Yep, there you go. See Mortal Hue and he just boom, instant one shot. And then I actually pulled those guys, so I was like, oh fuck. I wanted to wait till they were all dead, but it is what it is. Be careful too when you clear because you don't want to cleave your melee. So it'll be best if they can clear on each other and just leave you alone. But. Oh, and here I'm a monkey. I just stand there and get smacked. I don't know what I was probably spaced out doing something. I don't know. You notice that I use my little shield a lot of times off CD because the cooldown is really low. So, and if you can stagger a lot of damage and get the fat shield, it'll last you a pretty good amount of time too. So you don't even really need to use it as a oh shit button. What I use as my oh shit button is this one over here. That's on my shift E because it'll reset it and I can just quickly do that. So this is mostly my oh shit button. And then here, mainly when I'll get in when it gets to the boss. But yeah, this one shouldn't be too bad. You don't really need to pop your CDs that much. Or your defensive CDs. Maybe an Eye of the Storm if your healer's kind of suffering, but I don't think so. It's an easy pack. Kind of just waste time. Now this is the only one. I think I haven't played for about a week because I was busy, but I think they changed this bomb. Like I feel like the orbs are so much more visible now than the last time I played, which was two weeks ago, because I didn't play at all last week. So I got smacked a few times. I always panic during this one. I don't know. I don't know why. I just panic. Having to dodge 5 million balls flying at you. And I feel like they go out a lot further than before. And so you notice that I pumped my transcendence over there. That's because when the boss comes, right over here. Because when the boss comes, I can easily use this one and just teleport over there, so I don't have to worry about running across too much. Um, just to make it a little bit easier. So you'll see. I'll do here in a second. So here I see the castle going down. So and then I press the button. I just quickly swap over. And then for this one, whenever she casts out a building, you want to pop a defensive. So I did defuse. So you can want to use keep these up. That's the only time you should really use it. You should try not to get smacked by these little balls that come out. So you don't have to pop a random CD or anything like that. But you want to be careful. Like I just ran into her and instantly expelled harm because I was a monkey. But it's okay. See, like those balls are just flying across the map. I don't remember them doing that before. The healer died here, so I got a little bit nervous, but it worked out. I think we have like 5 million B reses. See the cast is getting low, so I start getting prepared to run over there. Another death. But we recover. And I'm running over quickly. Had to stop myself because I almost rolled into a ball. I almost died there, so I panicked. I was like, oh shit. And then Core got smacked by a random ball too, because for some, I don't know, I think they changed it. Now in my head at this point, I'm just thinking, can touch of death please hurry up? Because I hate dodging this one. I hate this side. It's so annoying. It stresses me. So I'm like, please touch of death, please. Skip the running. Alright. So I just skipped the running. I don't want to sit here and wait for that. Sorry if you guys want to see me run, but so right here, it's kind of funny because he kind of blows them just straight back into the wall on the Sanguine. But it's alright, we got it now. You could probably start moving them back when they're a little bit higher HP, and so you can just get closer. But here you can pull a couple of those yaks at the start, or you can just skip them. I decided to skip them. And then you can go through this little tree, but I was like, I'm gonna go around, follow this druid. Now on Fenrir, it's very important. He's gonna do like a little circle AOE thing. It's very, very important to everyone standing there. You're just gonna take a bunch of damage and die. I've seen a lot of people they wipe because they don't stand fully in it and they think they are. You just want to get on top of them just to be safe. A lot of people like stand out here and around the edges thinking they're like halfway in, but it won't work. And it's just best to just stand in there, even if you're ranged. Just stay close to the boss. It's not that bad. And like, don't get greedy either. If you're like in the middle of a cast and you're not stacking on boss, just stop the cast and walk in there. Now here, what I usually do is I pull these two, because they do a lot more damage when they're grouped up. Um, but you see, I'm killing them a little bit, and then once I get a little bit low, I get a little get a little cocky, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pull them all. I have my fat CDs up. I can do it. I have my alt 4 up. I'll be able to do it. I got my reset if I need it. Ring of Peace, and then out of nowhere, I don't know what happened, but this dude just got demolished. And I was like, oh shit. I guess that was a bad idea. So he just stays dead. Our fat damage, DK just dies. Just sitting there. So it takes a little bit longer. So I should have just played it safe to avoid that death and just did the 2 and then a 3 on their own. Now that jump was so lucky because he died on the Evoker and just didn't drop Sanguine. I always try to heal. I don't know what he meant by TA, but I always try to res first, just in case they need like mana, but I wasn't looking at the mana. I hear the boss is pretty simple. I placed my little ox statue, try to group them up, get them as much aggro as fast as possible. Just to group them up and cleave them down with the boss. They're not that big of a deal. Half the time I don't even notice them. Scent of Blood, if you don't run away, you're gonna get smacked and die. So I was surprised that the DK lived because DKs are super slow. I see that one running around, so I just turn quickly, taunt it, try to keep it all close up together. See, the DK almost died there because we weren't fully stacked up together. Here, I just chased him because one, he's almost dead, and two, I do just get as much damage off as possible. And then also we need to clear, and the Druid was the little tornado. Also here I'm praying, I'm like, please touch it death, please. Now the trinket was an awesome play because the little wolves came out and gave me a little extra damage. Now here, you can go up this way along this edge and pull a bunch of bears and get that up to 80%, and then you kill the two guys in the hallway. But for some reason, I don't know why, I looked, I was like, nah, fuck it. And I went this way. When I should have just went to the bears and got to 80%. Because the two guys by the door that do a little lightning, they'll give off, I think, 2% each. So, yeah. So then I was like, fuck, I'll just pull some yaks. Which, I don't know. This was not the route I usually take. I usually go bears and then go this, and I just avoid the yaks because there's always stuff you have to run out and dodge, and it's just annoying. The bears just do tank damage, so you just pop a CD or two. Well, I wasted time. This was a bunch of time wasting right here. And then I realized that, so I just backpedal. Just keep backpedaling, trying to get as far as possible while killing it. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a stag, so I run back. But it dies really fast. And then I like doing the two guys by the store, by the door. I like doing them now versus in the beginning because you have the little speed buff, so you can quickly run out and dodge. It's very nice. But you could pull them and kill them in the beginning. It just gets a little bit harder because you're slower and you have to dodge so much stuff. Now this is where I messed up because my count was off because I went the wrong way. And for some reason I thought my count was good. I just didn't look. And here I was like, oh shit, where do I go? Now here I was like, oh yeah, let's get mugs, thinking I was at 84%. But I didn't look. I'm at 82. God damn. So someone's like, need more percent. I was like, oh shit. So you can technically you only need 1% because you need like 83 point something. But 84 you round up. So I kill these guys real quick and it puts me over like 1%. I could say over 85. Yeah, and I waste my mug. And then another mistake on my part, um, right after this, is assuming. I assumed, and you can never assume in pugs that anyone can do anything. Can't rely on anyone but yourself. I assume that they grab mugs because that one was grabbed. I was like, oh, okay, mugs. And then I assume you see these guys run back. I'm like, oh, okay, they're grabbing mugs. I don't have to worry about it. I'll run over there. And they immediately turn around. They don't grab the mugs. So we can't. The reason why you want to grab the mugs is because the little ads here, you can throw them all on them. and just bring the mobs one by one, and it saves you a bunch of RP time. So I could have saved like a minute. But you'll see that no one grabbed the mug, no one threw the mug, and this dude just starts the RP. The RP started, I'm waiting for them to throw the mugs, and RP gets started, and no one throws mugs, so could have had an extra minute there, but whatever. So what you would do, I assume you just bring him over, and smack him, and it'll activate this guy, and you can do 2 at a time. You'll kill this dude. When this dude's about to die, you bring him over. But yeah. And here I get aggro ripped off me instantly. I'm like, oh shit. I go ahead and I bring him towards the middle so it's easier to move, and so I don't drop Sanguine over there. No, that guy unloaded on that guy. I was like, oh shit. So it was a struggle. My taunt was on cooldown, and they just busted their load. And for some reason, I don't have Russian Jade Wind up until right now. Cool thing you can do a monk is you can paralysis those little mobs that come out. You can ring a piece them, so it's pretty good. And the reason why I almost died there was because our healer decided he needed to reload. So he was sitting there reloading or relogging, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so I almost died, but popped some fat heals. The crit helped a lot. Now I hate Skovald, and it's not because like RP. Well, of course RP's in. I hate the RP, but hate Skovald because after he takes the Aegis from you, and he uses it. I don't know what goes on with my brain, but I can't find it. It's so difficult for me to find it amongst the chaos. But luckily, this one was super easy this time. I found it every time, no issue. Bro, you whip aggro so fast. You pumper. Probably fucked up. Too far away. Where did the Aegis go? See that I struggle for a little bit. I'm like, where is the? But I picked it up. So not pressing anything last time it probably canceled it. And here, I have PTSD because for some reason one time I did this dungeon. Whenever I used my abilities, it would cancel the Aegis. Just cancel it. So now I just pop Aegis and I just take my hands off the keyboard. Where did you get that into? Now here who's getting low. And you want to be careful when you kill him if he's casting Ragnarok. Because we'll cancel the Aegis, but Ragnarok will still go off and kill you. So here I'm like, please, touch of death. Please. Now Odin's pretty simple. You just make sure the at he spawns doesn't cast. You dodge little balls, and you go into your rune, and you get out of his big circle. That's about it. Now here we're saving lust for the rune because when you get the rune, you get a little buff. So with lust, it's very nice. You just do fat damage. And here I think I'm like, oh shit, we're about to fucking not time it. Odin's gonna take 12 years, but we kill him here soon. And then here I'm holding Thundering for as long as possible for the buff. See here I'm like, shit, no, we're about to not time it. Time it right there. Easy time. Easy. All right. Well, thanks.